This is Ilmatical, coming to you live and direct from Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. So, the title of this video is, well, the theme of this video, the title may change by the time I post it. It's about being leery when you're traveling, being leery of whom you accept help from. Now, I'm gonna kind of fit this into a story and then I'll share with you. So, the first illustration. About 2 days ago, I'm coming back from the gym, right? And these dudes, these Vietnamese dudes I'm real cool with, like they own a truck, they own like a company, like some kind of a, I don't know, I think it's a construction company, but they saw me walking back from the gym, so they like offered to give me a lift back to my place, the apartment I'm staying in. And when I get back to the, I hop in the back, the bed of the back truck, and when I get back to when I get back to my apartment, I realize my phone is gone. So what had to have happened was when I got into the bed of the car, my phone slipped out because I was sitting on the edge. My phone must have slipped out of my shorts, and that was the end of it. And it wasn't big. It's a loss, but it's not. It's a big loss because I don't have a phone right now. But it was old. But the bottom line was, I should have been more careful about the assistance. And something told me when they offered, like my spidey senses kind of went off, and I was like, you know what? Let me let this go. But I didn't want to be rude. But the bottom line is, they didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't mind my personal effects. So I'm going to tie this into a larger illustration. One of my favorite radio shows that I listen to a lot. Maybe you listen to a guy named Tariq Nasheed. He has Mac Lessons Radio, and he does Tariq Radio now. And one of his shows a few years ago, he talks about when you're in a new city, you're very vulnerable. And so, like, when you're in a new country, you're 10 times more vulnerable. And you really don't know anybody, and you're reliant upon whoever's helping you. And this is why, when you first, for me, I personally believe, like, the first year in any country is most difficult. When forget about your job. It's just like the employment situation is just one factor, but your social, just the full circle, the social life, making quality, real friends. When you get into a new country, you're very vulnerable. You don't know the language, you don't know the culture, and so and I'm tying this back into the truck situation. Be very cautious about who you accept help from. Because I remember when I went to China, the person who was kind of like, who's helping me get out there, quote unquote, helping me, was trying to use me for an agenda that they had. And ironically, the same thing happened in Vietnam. Quote unquote, a woman who was supposed to just be my friend, well, all along the time, she was trying to set me up to trap me. And it was like one of the worst things with this woman because we kind of like in a social circle, like a subculture that I do for a hobby, and she's a member of it, and it's kind of like it caused a rift now. So like I can't enjoy myself in that circle because I told her I didn't want a relationship with me, and she didn't do a lot. It's like whatever she did for me, we never had sex or nothing. That's the other thing. Like, but what I'm learning after this is the other thing. This is why I say you gotta learn the culture, because here in Vietnam, it's like I've noticed. I've been reading a lot of information on the Ho Chi Minh City forums, and again, if you stumble on this video, if you want to know anything about any Asian city, I think go into the forums and read a lot of stuff about relationships and guys talking up. From my perspective as a man, read stuff about guys, what they say, and this is not what I was reading was like guys talking about like Vietnamese women being very aggressive and trying to trap them, and I see this here a lot. It's kind of like it's almost very scary. Like as soon as you I don't know, with like Vietnamese women, it's kind of crazy. But like, if you accept a moto ride from one of them, like if they get in the back of your moto, basically you're in a relationship, and it's just like it's weird, man. It's really weird. Like I thought, like these people were like more. It's just a part. But the culture here is very interesting. But I'm gonna just bring this to the point. Like, be leery. If you can get into a new country, you don't want to be relying on someone. That's what I'm gonna get at. Like I would have been, because I let this person do things for me, and normally I would have done them myself. Like, I would have just say take my money, just came to Ho Chi Minh City, found an apartment on on the forums, and just and just went. And instead, I let this person do things for me, and now she is basically going around telling everybody I owe her and shit. And the bottom line was, it wasn't like we never had relationships or anything, man. She was like, it wasn't a good fit, and like here's another thing, like I think like the whole saving face factor took place here, and even that, it's just like ultimately I just found like she was a crazy bitch. From my perspective, she was just a crazy bitch, and so I wanted to kind of warn guys because I've had this as I travel to different countries. I've done best when I've just gone to the country and wasn't totally reliant. Like even if you are getting some kind of assistance, have a backup plan, or try to be non-reliant as possible. Like if somebody's offering to help you, always use a third eye. Like why is this person helping me? I would imagine for women it would be the same thing, even more so because guys have one agenda only, and women here, they for me, I feel like Southeast Asia, but Vietnamese women are very aggressive. The women here are so aggressive, right? That prostitutes drive around on motorcycles here, man. That's how aggressive the women are here. Shit is so crazy that in Ho Chi Minh City, the prostitutes drive around on motos looking for dudes. Shit is real out here, man. And it's like this whole situation. It just taught me a lot because, like I said, when I go to these social circles, like it's kind of caused me a rift with certain people, and I'm new in the city, and it's just like it's so exhausting. Um, so in hindsight, I think I would have still came, but I would have definitely just like curbed this bitch by not like doing as much as possible on my own. All right. So again, if you're traveling, try to do as much as possible on your own. You can get friends for backup and shit, but like don't let people do stuff for you because ultimately they're gonna feel like they owe you. All right. And even if like somebody has a good heart, like I said, the iPod situation in the beginning, you may lose more than the iPod. You may accept some help from somebody, and you may wind up finding yourself in jail. All right. So just I remember sharing that with you. Please let me know if you have any questions about Ho Chi Minh City. Um, it's okay. It's not great. Like I said, I just left Cambodia, and I was expecting a little bit more. I'll get into a video about that as well. But well, it's not a bad place. I was expecting a little bit more. All right. So anyway, I'll talk to you later, man. Please let me know what you think. Peace.